Usually when I sit down with people for the first time when we start looking at franchises, the first question they ask me is, how much money can I make? The second question they ask me is, how quickly is this business going to break even? And so the first thing is we have to define what break even means. So in my world, break even means the business is paying all of its bills and it's not paying you a salary. So it's covering its rent, it's covering payroll, it's covering all the fees and everything associated with it, but you're not taking a paycheck home right yet. That's the break even point. What I tell my clients is it depends on a lot of different factors. The first thing is, are you working the business full-time or part-time? If you're working the business part-time and maybe you have a manager in place, we have to incorporate that manager's salary into the payroll process. Another thing we have to look at is there any debt service? If you're paying cash for the business, that's one thing, but if you have a $200,000 SBA loan where you have to make a payment on that, we have to incorporate that into it too. So there's a lot of different factors that go into it. So one of the things I usually ask my clients is, how quickly do you need the business to break even? So if maybe they're leaving their job, the business needs to break even more quickly to cover their home expenses. If they're going to continue to work, maybe they can go longer before that business breaks even. But there's also the mental factor. How long can you go mentally before that business starts to return a profit? And then what I have them do is I have them go out and talk to the franchise owners themselves and find out how long it took them to break even and what they had to do to get there. Did they have to work in the business full time? Were they able to hire a manager from day one? What did they need to do and how quickly did it come? And then once you've talked to enough owners, then you can decide, is that something I'm comfortable with? Not just financially to cover your home expenses, but also mentally to, cover all those things that you're going to have to think about. So keep in mind, no business breaks even from day one. I'm happy to help you with that process and make sure we're finding businesses that fit your needs. Just click on my QR code. We can have a brief discussion about it.